And we are very proud to be here with our citizens, and we are grateful to the City of London for having our flag.
You saw that?
In the city. Yeah, we saw
Good.
that.
I was hoping that you would see that the flag flying here.
When I arrived here, it was very windy, and the scene was wonderful. Here, as far as I know, the oldest resident of in this community in London is Özer Bey. You have been living here for 50 years, right? Is there anyone over 50 years?
Mr. Brown, this building has seen many Turkish ambassadors, several in the past.
And I'm sure you were there for
yes, I was,
everyone.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Well, welcome back to the office.
Mr. Brown, we are proud of you. You're doing very well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes, he is doing very well. We are following everything.
Yeah, the former Turkish Federation president, 50 years, and the newest residents of London.
We are.
You are
4 of August.
Oh, 4th of August. Yeah. What's your name?
August.
Çiğdem.
Çiğdem and
Mehmet.
Çiğdem and Mehmet since 4th of August, the newest members, right?
Yes.
Wow.
So we are very So we are very proud. But not only, Your Honorable, Turkey is a place like Canada. That we are from all around, you know. And together with the Turkish Canadians, also we have our Iraqi Turkmen, the Turkish.
Of course.
And also Azeri, you know, Azeri.
So nice to see you. How are you?
We don't have any other. The others are Turkish Canadians.
Excuse me, can I just pass?
So they are all together,
I'm sorry.
consisting
Mr.
the
Brown,
city.
I have your cards to pass it to important people.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, I'll share
I
some
know you
cards.
like to
Thank
keep
you,
it for
thank
the
you.
record.
Thank you very much. Now, I have a couple of things that we need to do. How much time do we have? How much time do we
We are
have?
at your
We are here till about 5 o'clock.
Until 5 o'clock. All right. Well, we have to do a couple of things. One, I want to hear from each and every one of you and just learn your name, learn when you arrived in London, and hear whatever messages that you want to share. We're not going to do that in here because we don't have enough space.
I know.
So my team is working on getting a room that will work for all of us, and so they'll let us know when it's ready to go. And then secondly, what I wanted to do was make sure that we had an opportunity to take lots of pictures and to celebrate as well. So are we good for the room?
We are.
Okay, so in just a moment, we'll go from my office over to a committee room 5,
Yep.
and we'll do that in just a minute. Earlier that we were expecting sort of a low-key visit, and but this I think speaks a great deal to your culture and sense of community, because I suspect that word got out that this meeting was happening, and you decided spontaneously you're coming to City Hall because you want to be a part of it, and I think that is amazing. I think that you need to know that this building is the seat of our local government, no question about that, that I work here, and it's my privilege to represent a city that is 400,000 people in population, the 6th largest community in Ontario, and the 11th largest community in Canada. But this isn't my city hall. This is your city hall. And this is a public space. And so it's wonderful that you could be here. It's wonderful that we can share a little bit of time together. One of the things that I'd like you to know about London is that we are a community that embraces diversity. We do all kinds of policy work to make sure that as we move forward as a community, we are embracing people from all walks of life, from all places around the world, and we recognize that it's our diversity that makes us stronger. We do that for a number of reasons. You know, one, of course, because it's the right thing to do. That diversity is so important, and that's why we welcome so many refugees, for example, to our community. We are the 6th largest community in Ontario. We welcomed the 3rd largest number of refugees last year because we believe in that. But it's not just the right thing to do from a heart and mind perspective. It's a strategic economic development strategy for a lot of reasons. We know that as Canadians, our fertility rate is low. We have a zeroed out population growth from from Canadians, and so we also know that the only way we're going to grow as a country is by being open and welcoming. Now, your country has a strong history here in our community for 50 years, 50 years and beyond. And it's important that you know that all of us, every single one of us in this room, are Londoners first. And so it's really my privilege and my pleasure on behalf of City Council, on behalf of the entire City of London, to welcome you here today. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I would like to thank His Worship the Mayor of London for hosting us here today in this beautiful building. As this week is the Republic Day week in Turkey. Turkey was established in October 29, 1923 by our regional leader Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, his comrades and the nation at the end of the War of Independence. And the Turkish people also, decided to live in Canada and decided to name Canada as their homeland other than Turkey. Today, about 100,000 Turks are living in Canada. The most of them in Ontario, and a significant part of them are in London. London is an important concentration point for our citizens. We are very proud that they are also Canadian citizens, and they are the real ambassadors. They are connecting our two countries. Turkey and Canada are two important partners, allies, and we do a lot of cooperation in many international platforms. The Turks in Canada are as old as Canada. The first Turks, when we look at them, arrived in Canada in 1860s and 1870s to Brantford,
Is that right?
which is not
To
far.
Brantford.
Yeah, Brantford, to work in the industries there. We know so much about them because as we were on the opposite camps during the First World War, so these people were taken to camps. This is why we have so many archive documents about them. And Canada was a part of the First World War, the famous War of Dardanelles. You know that we also, not only fought against the Anzacs, but also the Canadians, the troops from Newfoundland and Labrador. But that war created such a friendship between our two countries, and later in NATO we became even allies. And since that day, we work closely with Canada. Today, Turkey is the 6th largest economy in the world. It's 6th in Europe. It's the 17th in the world. Your Worship, Turkey is the #1 manufacturer of motor vehicles in Europe, #1 manufacturer of televisions, household appliances, the leading country in the construction sector, and many other fields. And Canada is a leading country as well, so the opportunities are great. These, our citizens, the Turkish and Canadian citizens, are linking our two countries. We are very proud of them, and we would like to, thank you for hosting us here at the City of London today. It's a very important moment for us. I hope that this will become something normal, and that we will do this every year. Today I will meet with our citizens who are living in London. I will also meet with some other people, with the wider Muslim communities here in the Oxford Mosque and others. There is a strong community here. We are very proud that also our close, relatives, our people, Iraqi Turkmens and Azeri, the Azeri communities are with us today. Yes. Thank you for hosting us in this beautiful city of London, and looking forward to working with you in every field. I don't know if you ever visited Turkey yet.
Not yet. Not yet. So I came this close.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the first I think the first task for the Londoners of Turkish origin is to organize a visit of your honorable mayor to Turkey. As the Consul General, we are on board. Also your missions in Canada, because we are your Consul General here, but also the embassy.
you.